Hello everyone, thank you for watching this video. I'm here to tell you what's going to come up this week in our classroom. So, in English this week in our classroom, it is going to be the last week we spend on writing recounts. We found information from our class book about Roman invasion, and this week we're going to write a diary from the point of view of one of the characters as he gets sent off onto his adventure. In maths this week, we're going to focus on multiplication, and I'm going to show you a few different ways the children are going to be using multiplication this week. The starting point of multiplication is obviously the children's knowledge of their times tables. Any practice this week on times tables would really help the children. By the end of year 4, they need to know all the times tables up to 12 times 12. The first skill the children are going to explore this week is doubling, when we multiply something by 2. And we do that by partitioning the numbers and multiplying them separately. So, 4 times 2 is 8. And then we need to do 2 lots of 20, which is 40. Altogether there, we've got 48. This then moves on to looking at grid method, which is a way of children partitioning, similar to how they doubled, but then using multiplications of other times tables. It works in a very similar way, with 5 times 30 being 150. 5 times 5 is 25, and add those together there, we get 175. This then moves on to column multiplication, but an expanded method so the children can see the steps that they're going to take. So the first thing I'm going to do is 4 times by 7. Just going to write that down at the side to help remind me. So 4 times 7 is 28. Then I'm going to look at 4 times 40, which I know is 160. Before finally doing the last multiplication, which is 4 lots of 100, which is 400. The children then use column addition to add these digits up underneath. So 8 add 0 is 8, 2 and 6 is 8 again, and 1 and 4 is 5. So altogether, the answer to this multiplication is 588. Before I share with you this week's homework, can I say a huge thank you for all the hard work you've done on Roman clothes. We had posters, digital presentations, movies, as well as drawings, really interesting research. A huge thank you to all the mums and dads, aunts and uncles and brothers that may have helped with that at home, and well done children. This was the best homework we've had so far this year. I'd like the children to use this picture as inspiration for a story. This could be the opening of a story, it could be an event within the story, or perhaps the final moment of a story. The children can write it in any form, either first person or third person, but remember it must be in the past tense.